Hello everybody, Kane here today with an episode of WildLife Park, and today we are building a mixed savannah exhibit featuring zebras, giraffes, and ostriches. So, a pretty dense build overall. But anyway, before we get into the majority of the episode today, I want to quickly shout out Lurakeet, a fellow YouTuber who does a very similar thing to this. Lots of time-lapse builds for both dinosaurs and zoos. And yeah, if you like this kind of content, I would highly suggest you go check him out. He's trying to hit 1K subs by the end of the year, and I don't know, I felt like we should try and help him get there. So go check his channel out. If you like what he does, drop him a subscribe. Anyway, back to what we're doing here. Today, obviously, we're building this big savannah exhibit, which I think people have been requesting for quite a while now, since way before we started doing any of the savannah exhibits. And I was kind of conflicted on how to build this one initially, just due to the fact, I don't know, I didn't really know where to put it, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I've built exhibits like this in the past. If you guys remember some of the old WildLife Park series we've done, you know I've done this kind of build before. But again, I don't know, it's always kind of like, oh, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna do this? How's this gonna end up looking? And I quite like it overall. I think it could definitely I think I should definitely make the exhibit a tiny bit bigger, because I may have put too many animals in, which I know I very often do that, and it's something I'm trying to avoid. But at the end of the day, it is just Minecraft, and whether or not I have too many animals in or not doesn't really matter. Anyway, so to be honest, I always like to talk about the inspiration for the exhibit and where I got the ideas. Most of this was actually somewhat inspired by the Brachiosaurus exhibit from our dinosaur series than an actual exhibit I've built, or than an actual zoo exhibit or something like that. Excuse me. But yeah, I don't know, I just took inspiration from a different place this time, and I think it worked out overall. I did try and take some of the fence ideas from the previous WildLife parks I've built, just because I thought that would be more interesting, and I think it does turn out interesting. Again, it needs more space, I think, but it looks unique, and I think connecting it up to the rhinos was a decent idea, because I've kind of realized I don't think this savannah area is necessarily going to be all that big, because we've got the rhinos, we've got the meerkats, we've got the giant anteaters, which, yes, I know they're from South America, but they fit the theme, I think, at least from what I know about giant anteaters. But so we've got that, and then we've got this exhibit with 3 different animals in it. So I think the only animals we have left for the savannah section are the lions, cheetahs, hippos, elephants, elephants, crocodiles. Okay, so we only have 5 more animals left. And I'm thinking the hippo and the crocodile are going to be kind of like the meerkat and giant anteater, where it's going to be a combo episode of we'll add them both in at the same time because they kind of fit the theme. But yeah, we haven't got too many animals to put into this section of the zoo, so we're kind of going to finish it up pretty quickly, I think, and then after that, I'm not really sure what we're going to do. Maybe we'll move on to doing, maybe we'll do penguins, seals, and polar bears. I don't know. You guys can suggest what we do once we finish the savannah area. I would love to know what you guys are interested in seeing. Again, won't do an aquarium. We could do the aviary, though. I guess I could do something like that, or some sort of birdhouse. That could be kind of cool, since we did the reptile house. Anyway, talking about the actual exhibit build itself, you can see I brought back the granite walls we started building last episode, just because, I don't know, I thought they were really cool, and I thought they would really fit this exhibit quite well, and I think they did fit this exhibit really well. They kind of gave it that more, I don't know, deserty kind of feel. Well, arid, I guess. Arid kind of feel, and I don't know, I really liked that. Now, you guys are going to see this in a second, but the builder's wand, right? An incredible blessing in terms of a mod, just because it really does allow me to just build some stuff way faster than I would previously have been able to. The rhino exhibit was a great example of that, as was the reptile house. Just allowed me to place down tons of blocks super quickly, but there are a lot of times where it's a bit finicky to use it, and unlike World Edit, which I'm not always the best with, but at least with World Edit you can undo things, and you can't do that with the Builder's Wand mod, which you'll see in a second here. I accidentally erased all my work, and I had to kind of redo it again, but it led to this exhibit kind of getting a much more interesting look / shape to it, And I think overall that served me quite well, just kind of bringing out a bit more detail. Yep, there we go. So this exhibit originally was going to be sunk down a bit lower than it is currently and is in the final product, but I kind of let it get this hill shape because I wanted to avoid the kind of flat overall look that something like the rhinoceros exhibit had. Because if you guys remember, I wasn't entirely happy with that just because I felt like it made the rhino exhibit not look very interesting and yeah, kind of boring overall. And I tried to avoid that with this build. I think it worked a lot better. I think it's a bit more interesting. I obviously didn't want it to be too hilly though, because giraffes are supposed to live here, and obviously they aren't going to live somewhere that's super steep due to their long spindly legs. Although I could be completely wrong. My knowledge of giraffes is pretty limited, just because I don't know. I never really did all that much research into giraffes. I brought this up last episode. I really should do more research on the animals, and then we can do like an animal bio. Maybe for the next zoo we build, I'll start doing that, and we can have little interesting tidbits with Caden about whatever animal we're building an exhibit for. I mean, that could be cool. Let me know what you guys think of that idea in the comments down below. But anyway, we're bringing in the sandy dirt that we put in the other ones, like exhibits like this. But I was originally going to do the concrete powder as well, but this took so long, it just it was killing me to pay attention and stay focused working with all this, that I was just kind of like, nah, I'm not gonna bother adding in another block. It's just gonna take forever, and I don't really want to work on that. However, I will say something I'm really, really, really happy about with this exhibit, and actually something I'm actually super surprised I'm super happy with this exhibit, is the grass. And you guys will see that in a second. I think, yeah, I'm just finishing up the sandy dirt here, and then I'll throw the trees in, and then we get to the grasses. And that's honestly my favorite part of this build, was the grasses. And the reason for that was, oh, I accidentally put a block of water there. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But I don't know, I got a couple different types that we've used for the other Savanna exhibits, and then I just made clumps of them and tried to make it look a bit more natural. And I don't know, I think it just turned out really well. It looks more real, and I always love that kind of stuff. I always love making these exhibits have something extra that kind of makes them stand out and pop a little bit. Yeah, I guess you can't really see it all that well from here, but when we do the close-up first-person showcase, you guys will see it better. But yeah, anyway, I think that's all I've got to say for now, so I'm gonna let the rest of the time-lapse finish, and I will catch back up with you guys in the exhibit tour. Alright everyone, here we are with the final build, and I have to say, I like it. I do. If anyone's going to say, oh, okay, you need to expand it out a bit more, I know, I probably will. I actually intentionally didn't add a shelter into this one just because, I don't know, I didn't feel like it needed one, and we already have so many shelters over here. I guess I could have thrown one in, maybe right over in this corner here or somewhere, but if I expand the exhibit, maybe we'll do that. But anyway, this is the final build, and this is the grass mixtures I was talking about in the time-lapse that I didn't think you could really see, but I don't know, I just really like the look of this, all the colors and the different types just really mix well to give it a really, I don't know, just interesting and cool feel. But yeah, overall, oh yeah, I should probably mention the animals we have. So we have the ostrich, obviously. I think that's the Mo Creatures one. I think I have one from Exotic Birds, but I liked the look of this one better. We have the ZAWA zebras and giraffes, actually, and my goodness, I have to say, okay, number one thing I really love about ZAWA, I mean, I know we praise the models every single time, but you know what really sells them? Sells all these animals? It's the animations. Look at, I mean, if it'll move, look at the zebras and the giraffes walking. It looks so good. It's incredible. I love it so much. I really, really do. It's just phenomenal. So again, ZAWA mod team, I don't know why you'd watch this video, but if you do, you guys are awesome. Love your mod. It's just phenomenal. But yeah, Also, I guess I can show these a bit more close up. These fences, I know I mentioned them being inspired by a previous build, but yeah, these are inspired somewhat by the old fences we used to have for like one of the original Wildlife Park series. I like them quite a bit. I think I might even take these back for dinos just because it's actually a pretty good fence design. It looks cool. But yeah, I like this build. I think the Savanna area is going to be interesting to finish off overall. I don't think, again, like I said in the time lapse, it's not going to be the biggest area. It really isn't. Mostly because we just don't have that many animals left to put in. I think the hippos and crocodiles will probably end up somewhere over here. And then the elephants, lions, the lions, and the cheetahs will probably be over here somewhere. And then that'll be that. We'll have finished off the Savanna section, and we'll be one step closer to finishing off the zoo overall, which is kind of a crazy thing to think about. But anyway, that's all we have for today, folks. So let me know what you guys think of the exhibit. Let me know what you guys want to see next episode. And let me know this. I'm really interested to hear what section of the zoo do you guys want to see once we finish the Savanna? Do you want to see the Ice Age area? Do you want to see the what else is there? Like, I guess we could do more desert animals. I don't think I have many. Oh, look at that zebra. That's funny. Oh, and the giraffe's doing it too. Like desert, tundra, the birdhouse, whatever. Let me know what you guys think you would like to see in the comments down below. And anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you've all enjoyed. And until next time, guys, see ya.